Yo, you know what time it is. It's your boy Trevor David Jones with another edition of Trevor David Zen. As you can see in the title, we have another book review. I love books, I love reading. Can't Hurt Me by David Goggins. An all-time classic. Before we jump in, remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and let's jump right in. So what's the synopsis of this book? What is it about? Well, in the most basic sense, it's the life story of David Goggins up until right about the time before this book was written. But calling it a life story is almost kind of a misnomer. It's almost like a life manual in a lot of ways. This book is insane. It's insane. So that's basically what it is. Now, what are the takeaways? Number one, David Goggins, wild dude. He's a wild dude. And I know that sounds kind of cliche because we've seen the clips, you've seen the internet, and you know that David Goggins has like a big personality. But no, you got to read the book. Aside from the fact that it's his life story and you see like the ups and downs and all these different events, he himself is just like, he's just a wild cat. Like the way he approaches things, the way he does things, it's very, it's entertaining, but also it's very, it's just interesting. You know, it's an interesting read. David Goggins, man, like it's worth a read just to like see his personality, literally just because of that. Second takeaway, never give up. Never give up. That sounds cliche, you know, in the context of like everything, but no, seriously, if you read this book, one of the things you will take away from it is never give up. Like whatever you want to achieve or whatever you're trying to do, just keep going toward it and you'll get there. Now, as a part of any goal, there are like natural pitfalls where, you know, maybe you'll reach holes in your knowledge or just something happens, whatever. These setbacks you learn from, actually, that's the purpose of them, is you learn, you know, something you didn't know, but you keep going. That's the whole thing. And that's a prevailing, that might be the theme of the book, maybe, never give up. But it's definitely one of the major takeaways. And that could apply to anything. When David Goggins goes to the Navy SEALs, maybe the most famous part of the book that most people kind of know about David Goggins, when he loses the weight initially to get into the SEALs. Never give up. Just his life in general, like just keep moving forward. That's a major takeaway from the book. So there's that. And my third takeaway from this lovely tome, it's a must read. It's a must read. David Goggins Can't Hurt Me. This book right here. My man's David Goggins on here with the Navy uniform on the front. I've got Einstein back here, Steve Jobs. We're gonna get to that. We're gonna get to Steve Jobs. You know, my books that I've read, I would say these are amazing books, but this is something I would call a necessary read. It's one of the few things I could even put up there. You have to read it. If you're struggling with something simple, like you get up every morning and you hit the snooze button multiple times, by the time you finish this book, you won't be doing that anymore, okay? You won't be hitting that snooze button no more. Now, you don't need to be running ultra marathons unless you just want to. And he goes into that in his book. He's like, not everyone has to do all this stuff, but basic stuff like just living for yourself, doing better, you will get that from this. You're not hitting the snooze button no more after you read Can't Hurt Me. Do you hear what I'm saying? So that's what I'm getting into. It's a necessary read. And it's a page turner. It really is. There are just so many parts that, in addition to being inspiring and just good, it's well written as well, are hilarious. I don't want to give any parts away, but like, there's just one part where he talks about, you know, his body. He was having some like physical issues, and he's like, I always had this theory that the human body has like a certain number of miles on it, and once you start getting closer to that, you'll kind of start breaking down. I remember when I read that, I busted out laughing so hard. Like the way it's written, you'll see, it's just hilarious. And the book is full of moments like that. It is fairly thick and good. People need to read thick books. But like in my reading thing, you can start reading anything, the back of a cereal box. But this is about almost 400 pages. People need to read stuff like this. It's a page turner. You won't even notice where the time's gone. David Goggins Can't Hurt Me. Rating. 5 out of 5. Ultra marathons, 5 out of 5. I wanted to give this book a 6 out of 5, but people have gotten on to me before about like breaking my scale, because I would give episodes of My Hero Academia like 20 out of 5s, 25 out of 5s. It started getting kind of like over the top. I would give this book a 6 out of 5. I want to, but people got on me about my scale, so it's an easy 5 out of 5, like easy. it surpasses 5 out of 5. But, you know, just to keep my scale consistent, it's a 5 out of 5. It's a page turner, like I said. It's a must read. It's hilarious. It's inspiring. I called it a necessary read. So, like, you know how I feel about this book. David Goggins, Can't Hurt Me. Pick this up. Amazon, nearest bookstore, wherever. Read this immediately. And that's it. That's another book review by Trevor David Jones, aka Trevor David Zen. And you know, I don't like to go into many spoilers in book reviews because the idea is to go pick the book up. And you need to pick this book up because it's really like that. It's really it really is amazing. It's great. Okay, so in the outro, in addition to like mathematics, you can probably tell from here, I love art as well. You can probably see that as well. I'm making some shirts, launching some shirts. So I've got the website down in the description. The first shirt is Breathing and Posture, which is critical for life. The biggest takeaway probably from Zen Mind, Beginner's Mind. Check that out. You can get the shirt. I'll have the link down in the description. And I've got another video next week. It's not a book review or a life tip video. Something a little different. Still Zen though, but something a little different. I'm excited for it, so tune in for that. And that's it. Enjoy the rest of this weekend. Enjoy your life. Stay up, man. Stay Zen. Stay peaceful. That's what we're all about here. Staying peaceful, staying good. Okay? Okay. I'm going to catch you on the next one next week. Can't hurt me. Dress uniform. Y'all know what to do. I'm going to catch you next one. Peace.